you have to hand it to El Capo, because look at his tweets. He said it's time, and look at the time of the tweet, 7:03 p.m. our time. That's when the tweet happened. Now look at when Bitcoin broke the trend line, and that's when he went short. 7:03. He called it perfectly, and you can see that we then went down. He said it's time to go down. Went down. Now we've had the bounce exactly like Sheldon said. And if this plays out like these guys are saying, what we're going to get is a little bounce up, and then we're going to go down to 16 or 17,000, and then it's all the way back up from there. Even El Capo says that it's probably all the way back up from there. So if that is the case, it means that we got to get ready. It means that we're much more near the bottom than we are the top, and it's time for us to get ready and to prepare our portfolios. Yesterday, I showed you how I'm preparing my portfolio. Today, you guys are going to help me prepare the portfolio. We're going to do it together. We've got something very, very, very cool planned. So stay tuned. Going to be a massive show. Yeah, let's do it. This place is crazy. This is like the craziest place to work ever in the whole world. Welcome back, guys. Nice to see you guys again. For those of you guys who didn't see us earlier on, you missed a great whale games. So we gave away another $1,500. Actually, a lot of fun. A lot of people are commenting about a new sponsor on the show. It was a lot of fun. You guys should have played. Yeah, we had some great fun. Also, I must show you something. This is a real thing that actually happened here in the office earlier. This is exactly how it played out. And the thing is that Kyle caught it perfectly. So I walked up to Jimmy's desk and I said to him, "What did I say to you about trading at work?" Okay, now I look at his screen. I kid you not, the guy's like $1.23 up. Okay, seriously, the guy's like $1.23 up. So it's like, let's say he was down $1.23. It wasn't up. He was down.
It was the entry fee that
just entered. Yeah, just entered. He was $1.23 down. So I said to him, "You fired." So this is genuinely how he answers. Genuinely, the guy's trading is $1 up. He answers, says, "I'll be retired in 3 months, selling forex courses from the boot of my Bugatti." Only had banter, man. Only had banter. Alrighty. All right, so today is an amazing show. It's going to be the most fun show we've ever done. I promise you that. I need you guys to do me a favor. Because we've been live more than 3 times today, I need you guys to subscribe to the channel and I need you to like this content. Because after 3 times, YouTube doesn't send out notifications, which means that like half the people don't even know we're here. So do me a favor, if you're here now today, smash the like button. I'm also going to show you something amazing later. We've got a new way for you guys to participate with us in the show. You guys will be able to participate. I need you to just subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing. Let's start off quickly by looking at the markets. And I mean, you got to hand it to El Capo. El Capo definitely called it 100% right. I mean, Sheldon Tentino also called it 100% right. He said yesterday he couldn't go live because I think something was wrong with his baby, and I think it was just spending too much time behind the computer, and his girlfriend's getting a little bit like, like you're always behind the computer. And then he went on Twitter and he said he's taking the short. As that broke, that short played out. I think a lot of you made money on that short, so well done. He's flying, and what he says he's going to be going live again tonight. He's waiting for a big dump, a big dump. He's going a move up and then going slightly down. And I think that's exactly what we can expect. I see the NASDAQ is also playing games. It was up yesterday. Then it went down, and now it's slightly up. So we got it about 0.5% up. So this market's very, very undecided. I mean, this looks like nothing, but if you look at the total move in the NASDAQ today, top to bottom. It's about 3%. So the market is getting a little bit volatile. Also, what we saw, which I thought was quite funny, is Binance is starting to offer 0 fees for trading in the United States. And so the first thing I did was I went to look at Coinbase. Coinbase was down 10% at one point because Binance was offering 0 fees. Now, if we look at the markets, there are some things that are happening that we probably should talk about. The first thing that's happening that we probably should talk about is that there are stable coins moving onto exchanges. That usually means that they are there because they want to buy something. So we saw the biggest net inflow the whole year of stable coins into exchanges. You can see that. And the last time that this happened, we got a huge spike. So it was that bottom over there and that bottom over there, and we got a huge spike. So maybe people are gearing up to buy the dip. Another bit of hopium, if that's why you tuned in today, because I know some of you just tuned in for the hopium, is you've got the RSIs. Carl, what RSIs are these? This is long-term RSIs. You can see that like pretty low.
Like it,
Yeah, they're pretty low. I mean, they've pretty much haven't been there.
In the 1 month.
1 month, yeah. 1 month RSI. That's long-term RSIs. Looking very low, which usually signals that we might actually turn around. I don't know if you also saw, but we had the long Bitcoin ETF approved at the very top. And now we had the short Bitcoin ETF approved. It's ironic that we're getting a short Bitcoin ETF before we actually getting a Bitcoin ETF. But it's maybe good. Like Michael Sonnenschein said yesterday in a tweet, he said, at least we're getting more crypto-related products. And the more crypto-related products we get, the better, because that makes the SEC more friendly towards crypto, which is exactly what we want. What else is happening today? There's a lot of stuff happening today. Remember, we are going to go through my portfolio. You guys are going to help me decide whether I should be keeping stuff in my portfolio or taking it all out. And we're going to talk about, buy the dip, because we are getting pretty close to the bottom. Maybe we're not at the bottom, but we're getting pretty close. I mean, when El Capo is calling 16 or 17,000, I mean, there's not like much more to go. We're 20,000. So okay, we'll go down another 10%. Not the end of the world. But then you got to be ready. Then you got to make sure your portfolios are ready for a bounce. Because I showed you yesterday that the bounce comes quickly. The returns come super quick. So you got to be ready for it. We are seeing a situation which is the continuation of the capitulations that we've seen. So what we had is we've had Luna capitulating, selling all their Bitcoin, driving the Bitcoin price down. That was a forced liquidation. Then we had Celsius being attacked, or maybe being attacked, but that caused more forced liquidations. Then we get Three Arrows Capital, more forced liquidations. And that caused this cascade in the market. And now the last one that we're getting, the last capitulation, or one of the last capitulations that we're getting, which I actually predicted over the weekend, is the miners. Because what's happening now is because the price of Bitcoin is going down, and the miners are still earning the same amount of Bitcoin for every block that's mined, they're earning less. And so they are forced to sell to cover the costs of electricity and to cover the costs of new miners and stuff like that. So another capitulation, because of this low price and because of the price dump and the increase in energy prices, we're now getting the miners capitulating. And for the first time, what we saw in May is a net miner sell-off. So usually, they earn a certain amount of tokens for mining, and they sell some to cover their costs, and they keep the profits, and they usually hold them in Bitcoin. But now what we've seen for the first time in a long time is actually that they are net selling. And they're net selling because the price of a hash rate is actually going up, which is because of the increased energy prices and because Bitcoin's price is coming down. So again, just another capitulation that's happening as part of this cascade of all the liquidation. And it's good. Remember, at this point, it's better for us to have all of this out the market. Let this thing get completely flushed out the market and give us the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at 20,000 or under. I must say, I'm literally buying every single day because I know that maybe this is not the bottom, but I know for sure that there's going to be that Bitcoin at 20,000 or around 20,000 isn't going to be around for long. Could be around for another month, maybe another 2 months, maybe another 3. But after that, it's inevitable that Bitcoin will probably go up. And so every single day, whatever money I make, I literally go wake up in the morning, put it into Bitcoin, wake up in the morning, put it into Bitcoin, wake up in the morning, put it into Bitcoin. I've never accumulated I've never accumulated, well, not never, because in 2015 and 16, Bitcoin was much cheaper. But I haven't accumulated this many Bitcoin this easily for a long time. I mean, every trade that I make, every profit that I make, I straight away put the money more into Bitcoin, and I'm building and I'm building and I'm building more Bitcoin. And right now, I'm not even looking at the price. I'm just building the position and building at the position and building the position. 20,000, it's like for free. And then when it goes up in a year's time, I know it's going to be back at 30, 40, 50, 60. My position is going to spike exponentially. And that's what basically you should be doing. All right, let's look at other news. I mean, I did talk about SBF bailing us out yesterday. Someone then tweeted and said SBF is committed to a soft landing. I think that's pretty cool. Hester Peirce disagrees with him. Hester Peirce is saying, look, don't bail out these crypto companies. Let them fail, because that's like the normal course of business. Let them just fail. Let everybody just fail. And let's get to reasonable markets. Now, speaking of letting everybody fail, so SBF, I think they loaned, was it 500 million or 250 million yesterday to BlockFi? I think 250 million to BlockFi. But the problem is that they're burning $350 million in 2022 without all this nonsense that's going on in the market. So this is a pretty dull picture for the lenders. You also had Voyager. Now, Voyager, remember, they were exposed to 3 Arrows Capital. And so SBF bailed them out. And, he took a position and we gave them a loan. I think it was 250 or 500 million. Now, they've announced their exposure to 3 Arrows Capital. And if you look at their exposure to 3 Arrows Capital, they have huge exposure. I mean, they have 15,250 Bitcoin and $350 million worth of USDC. And it feels like they're being ghosted by 3 Arrows Capital, who obviously don't have this money. They don't have this money to pay. And then you look at the Voyager share price. I mean, how's that? It's pretty much like the end of the world as Voyager notes. I mean, this looks like it's the end of Voyager. Someone in the chat is saying that the Nasdaq is going crazy. It is. Well, it's 1% up. I mean, I don't know if you're going to call that going crazy. It's 1% up. It's not going crazy. It's not bad. Not bad. Congratulations. All right. What else is going on today? I'll tell you what else is going on today. If you're into NFTs, you should be grateful that you never went to NFT New York. It looks like NFT New York, NFT NYC, which is the conference that's going on now. Looks like it's a shit show. I mean, I haven't read this many bad reviews about a conference for a long time. This guy's tweeted and he said, like, I was scheduled to be a featured solo speaker, but I'm not going to do it because it's a money grab for Web2 people. Then I love this. So I've been following this tweet thread on Twitter, and it said, Michaela, will you go on a date with me? And she says, when they ask you out via a Times Square billboard, but it's a mutant PFP. Now, if you follow this thread, it looks like the guy proposed to her, and now you start seeing what's going on in New York City. I mean, just watch what the hell's going on. A guy dressed as Spider-Man pushes a half-naked person out of the subway. You're getting memes of Super Mario Brothers carrying a weed bag saying the builder showing up at NFT NYC. I mean, it looks like it's an absolute joke what's going on there. Mike Duda said that his buddy just showed up to speak at a conference, and this is what's going on there. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I love this one. Obviously, the metaverse is just not ready for human interaction. But obviously, this is not true. But I just thought it was so funny. Just watch this. This is fucking hilarious. Okay, so that's pretty much User's first experience of the metaverse, you could say. All right, in more serious news, we did get Uniswap announcing that they bought Genie XYZ, which is now going to basically, what they're going to have now, you're going to be able to buy and sell your NFTs on Uniswap. Now, the question is, is that competition for OpenSea? Is that competition for OpenSea and maybe competition for LooksRare? So that's one of the things that we'll talk about later, because you guys are going to help me build my portfolio. All right, lastly, I do have a couple other bits for you before we get into the portfolio section. I feel sorry for our friend Finn. I don't know if you remember Finn. Finn was the Lunar genius. Now, he wrote a story about how he went from 4 figures, his net worth went from 4 figures to 7 figures. Bear in mind, he's 16 years old, while at school, back to 4 figures in 1 year. Now, he wrote about his whole story with Luna. I must say, I really get him, because, I had a similar experience where I had a lot of Luna, went from very low to very, very high, and then back to where we started, kind of thing. So I really feel for him. I think he's a great kid. I think he's so super smart. Biden is warning that there might be another pandemic.
At least this year, we do need more money, but we don't just need more money for vaccines for children eventually. We need more money to plan for the second pandemic. There's going to be another pandemic. We have to think ahead. And that's not something the last outfit did very well. That's something we've been doing.
So I don't know, Biden's talking about the next pandemic. He's starting to plan for it. He needs more money for it, which is weird. But then he also summed up the whole of America in one word. I don't know if you guys saw this.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him.
I don't know. You tell me. Elon Musk was also quizzed about cryptocurrencies and Dogecoin. Listen to what he said. I think super interesting, and maybe good for our discussion later around my portfolio.
You're a brave man. Can I ask you, over the weekend, you tweeted your support of one cryptocurrency. You've seen the kind of carnage that has been happening in cryptocurrencies at the moment. What is happening? And do you still think people should invest, or is it a more selective approach?
Well, I have never said that people should invest in crypto.
I've also never said that people should invest in crypto, just for the record.
In the case of Tesla, SpaceX, myself, the SpaceX and Tesla and myself all did buy some Bitcoin, but it's a small percentage of our total cash and near cash assets. So not all that significant. I also bought some Dogecoin, and Tesla accepts Dogecoin for some
he's diehard Dogecoin. There's nothing you can do or say. He's diehard Dogecoin.
And I intend to personally support Dogecoin, because I just know a lot of people who are not that wealthy who have encouraged me to buy and support Dogecoin. So I'm responding to those people as just people that when I walk around the factory at SpaceX or Tesla, they've asked me to support Dogecoin, so I'm doing so.
Because Dogecoin, I think, has come down a lot. It's down about 80-90%, or it's down a lot, and that's the reason why you came out and said that you still thought there was value there.
I said I support Dogecoin, and I'm doing that.
I don't know. Great. All right. You need to have some fun. Is Frederick ready? Fred.
Ready to rumble, bro. Let's do it.
We're ready to rumble, bro. All right. So let me just quickly. Okay, let's do this. So I need your help. Remember yesterday we made this spreadsheet. So let me quickly just get the spreadsheet for you guys. Okay. So remember we looked at this spreadsheet. And what I said to you guys is it's time to get our portfolios in order. We have to make sure that if the market is about to jump, if we near the bottom, we need to position ourselves as much as we can, as well as we can for the recovery. We have to. That's our job. If we don't, we may miss a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So this is not a time to sleep. It's a time to be very, very, very active. And I told you guys that I had a problem in my portfolio. I had 81 tokens in my portfolio, some very big, some very small. And now what I'm doing is I'm reducing that to be focused on the best tokens so that I'm the most positioned for the bounce, and that nothing can get me this next market. This next market, I'm going to play it perfectly well. I'm going to be in the right tokens. I'm not going to buy shit coins. I'm going to be focused. I'm going to take profit at the top. I'm buying now near the bottom. I'm not messing this one up again. Okay, so remember the spreadsheet. And we looked at all the tokens, and I started going through the tokens in my portfolio yesterday. I said, look, Bitcoin, I should be adding all the time. Arweave, I love Arweave, but I have too much. Solana, I love Solana, and I'm adding to it aggressively, and I showed you guys why. Ethereum, Phantom, Superfarm, and we started going down the spreadsheet. So now what I decided to do is, instead of me going down the spreadsheet, I think we should do this together. I think what we should do is you guys should help me build the portfolio. So here's how it's going to work. Okay, I will share the spreadsheet. Go to joinmyquiz.com and enter the number 099565. So joinmyquiz.com 099565. Just go and join it, and you guys will be able to vote with me as to whether or not I should keep. I should have certain things in my portfolio. You don't need to be a BYBIT account holder. You can put if you put your BYBIT account and I spin the wheel, you will get $500. But just join in. If you guys could just help me by voting as to whether these tokens should stay in my portfolio. And what we'll do is we'll have a discussion around each one of the tokens. So while everyone's joining, love you guys all for joining. Let's join. Remember, go to joinmyquiz.com 099565. We can do this together. We can all jump on, and there's no cost, and it's free. You don't have to have a BYBIT account, but if you do, that's great. But join as quickly as you can. And we'll go through the spreadsheet, and we'll go through the merits of every single coin. And then you guys can tell me whether I should be holding the coin or not holding the coin, etc. While we're waiting, I think you guys should watch this. I think this is a very funny story. Watch this while we're waiting for all these guys logging on.
Dear Dairy, it's day 200 and still there is no short squeeze. I am slowly losing faith, but still I'm holding all my shares because I am an ape with diamond hand.
Love that. Should we do a giveaway? Let's do a giveaway in the meantime while we're waiting. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a KuCoin giveaway. I'm going to choose 3 people that have got KuCoin accounts with the Banter referral link, and just give them $1,000 each if they have money in their accounts. Because a lot of you are opening spam accounts. Remember that you should be joining. Let me quickly just find the quiz again. Okay, joinmyquiz.com 099565. 099565. That's the quiz. You guys are going to help me. You're going to vote whether token should stay in my portfolio. While we are waiting, I am going to hold on, let's quickly have a look here. There we go. Okay, let me choose 3 winners. You got to have money in your account to win. So you don't just win. 0783775, $1,000 to you if you have money in your account. The next one that I'm going to choose is jo something.com. I can see you here. If you have money in your account, you win $1,000. And lastly, 0817746. If you have money in your account, you got $1,000. If you're not already signed up, and just go to the referral link you will find under all of our shows. Okay, so it's under all of our shows. So you click here, then you click here, then you click here, and what you will see is a whole lot of referral links. You can sign up to any of the exchanges here, and you can help us. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's actually get into it. You guys can help me with the portfolio. If you're not already signed up, you'll have to catch the next one, unfortunately. There's 735 people. Should we wait for it to get to 1,000? All right, 742 is good for me. Let's start the quiz. So how this works is very simple. I'm going to tell you what I have in my portfolio. We're going to discuss the merits of every single token. Let me just find the spreadsheet. So we're going to discuss the merits of every single token, and then we're going to decide whether we should add, sell, or not. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let us start off with the first one as a test. So as a test, let's start off with Bitcoin. Okay, what should I do with my Bitcoin? Should I buy the fucking dip, dump that shit, or should I hodl? What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the best? Buy the dip, dump that shit, or hodl? All right, I think you guys are right. So that's how it's going to work. We're going to do that on every single one of my coins. No, 34 people are saying dump that shit. The others are saying hodl. Exactly. So now you understand how this works. And now I want to pick up where we left off yesterday. So I said, we've loved the token, would be buying, got too much in my portfolio. Solana, buying Solana absolutely aggressively. Why? Because Solana is growing and growing and growing. It's starting to win in NFTs. It's winning in financial instruments, etc. Super farm, as I said yesterday, I have too much. I'm going to reduce a bit of my exposure, and I'm going to start moving it. Now, this is where I need your help. So, ThorChain. I have some ThorChain in my portfolio. I'm super bullish on ThorChain. Question is, do we like the token long term? Now, the reason why I ask that is because you got tokens like ThorChain is a cross-chain protocol. It allows you to it's a decentralized cross-chain protocol where you can trade cross-chain tokens. Now, you've got a lot of competitors. You've got things like Stargate coming up with new technology, etc. ThorChain has been hacked a few times. And the question is, what do you guys think? Should I be increasing my exposure to ThorChain? Should I be reducing my exposure to ThorChain? Or should I just be hodling what I've got? Let's have a look. Ready? Let's go. Let's go. I mean, I like ThorChain, but like someone says in the comments, it is a gamble. Everything's a gamble. We don't know what's going to work, what's not going to work. Up until now, ThorChain's been super good for me. Someone said maybe buy osmosis. Someone said reduce hodl to death. All right, so the crowd says 310 say buy, 228 say hodl, and the rest say dump. I think I'm going to listen to the crowd here, and I'm going to add more to the portfolio, but I'm not going to add a lot more because it wasn't a big one. So add a few more is the action here. All right, let's go on to TornadoCash. Now, I like TornadoCash because TornadoCash is a mixer, which effectively allows you to hide your ETH address when you're dealing with Ethereum, which is it's a big use case. Hackers use it all the time. So if you look at the stats around TornadoCash, I'll show you the stats around TornadoCash, which I think were unbelievable. So this is the growth of the TornadoCash. It's got 12,242 users, depositors with 52,000 unique withdrawals. And you can see that the total amount of deposits and withdrawal per week just keep growing and growing. So the protocol is growing very well. You always get spikes, and these spikes are always when they're hacks. Okay, so I like TornadoCash, but the question that I've got around TornadoCash is, one, can governments unwind a mixer? Will they find a way to unwind a mixer? Yes or no? And the next thing is, I know TornadoCash is decentralized. So governments are not going to like it, but it's decentralized. How can you stop people from using TornadoCash? The one risk around TornadoCash is that exchanges will say, look, we're not going to accept any money if it's been through TornadoCash. That could happen. So again, with that in mind, what I need to know from you guys is what I should do with my TornadoCash. Okay, do I buy the dip, bro? Do I dump it? Or is secrecy going to be a massive narrative? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I think TornadoCash is going to work. Wow, community quite resolute here, huh? Community quite resolute here to dump it. They say dump it. All right, so I've got a position. I think I'm gonna just hodl my position. I'm not gonna dump it, but I'm not gonna sell it completely. All right, here's a cool one. Near Protocol. So Near Protocol, I love Near Protocol. I think the technology is really, really good. They've got amazing backers. If you look at their backers, A16Z, Metastable. I mean, this is a Pantera, Dragonfly. Seriously, like Near Protocol seem to be the up and coming protocol. This is the growth in Near Protocol in terms of active addresses. So you can see that the protocol's going pretty well. I don't have a lot of Near Protocol in my portfolio. But what I don't see is amazing projects being built on Near. I mean, you do have an EVM compatible chain on Near, which is called Aurora. And there is growth in it. So the question is, what do I do? What do I do with my Near Protocol tokens? Help me. Let's see what I should do. Well, I reckon the community is going to say bye, baby.
Yeah.
Not many people are saying hodl.
That's boring, man.
Yeah, community are a bunch of degens, these people. These are like, yeah, you can see, you got to buy more Near Protocol. I mean, I don't even have to wait for the end of the question. All right, so let me do this. Let me buy. I think I agree with you guys. I think for me, adding at Near Protocol at these levels, yeah, I think even add aggressively is probably the right, add aggressively is probably the right community, VC backing. All right, here's a tricky one, Stargate. Stargate is an amazing piece of technology, but remember that the technology behind Stargate is not actually Stargate. Stargate is just the DEX. The technology is called Layer 0. Now, the token's been as high as $4. I think it's down at like 40 cents or 50 cents now, which, I mean, I'm really bullish on Layer 0, and I like Stargate, but Stargate is just a DEX. But it is a revolution because it doesn't have bridges. It's the first cross-chain technology that doesn't really have bridges. Maybe not the first, because you can argue that maybe ThorChain doesn't have bridges. So I think let's see. What do you guys think I should do with Stargate? Add to my position here, dump it all, or buy more? It's interesting. A lot of people are saying dump it and move on. Sure, look at this. Interesting, because I actually thought of buying a whole lot more. I'm dumping it. Look, I have been asking myself. I love the technology, but you're not actually buying the technology. You're buying a DEX on the technology. So here's another one, a risky one. Now remember, in your portfolio, you've got to have some risky bets. One of my risky bets is Paribus, which is a DeFi protocol, which is effectively built on Cardano. And I mean, I love the guys. I love the team behind it. Question is, do I hold this as a moonshot? I don't hold a lot, but do I hold it as a moonshot? Or do I take the money and put the money somewhere else? And if you're going to tell me to put the money somewhere else, tell me where I must put the money. Oof, this is close. This is close. I mean, this is good. Look at that. Wow, how's that? All right, I guess I'm buying more Paribus then. I'm not going to buy more because I do have enough, I think, but I'm going to definitely hold it. All right, here is an interesting one. I think I know what the answer is going to be. Render is back in the 40 cents zone. We bought Render last year because Render is going to render the metaverse. It's decentralized GPU power for rendering, which we're going to need in the metaverse. Now, the question is, at these prices, even though it's had a 50% rise, I mean, look at the chart of Render. This is the part that worries me. So if I look at Render, I mean, I love the token. I do have a lot of exposure to Render already. I have a lot of exposure to Render already from last year. And I paid 80 cents last year. It went all the way down to 27 cents. It's back up at 48.9 cents. Question, at 48.9 cents, what do you guys say? Do we say we buy, sell, or hold? Come on, guys, let me know. Do I buy, sell, or hold? DCA more. I agree. I think DCA more buy. I bought yesterday at 46 cents. put it in my wallet. I know who that is. That's Flo. That's she's a yogi. Render never pumped. Maybe buy. It did pump. It's at 50 cents. It was at 27 cents. But that was a forced liquidation. The crowd have spoken. Buy more, baby. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy more. I'm going to buy more. So let me put in the spreadsheet here, and I'm going to buy more. Okay, so next one is Oasis Labs, which is Rose. The token is called Rose. The project is Oasis Labs. I was an early investor in the ICO. I've got the token since ICO. I think I paid about 2 cents for the token. Not sure what the price is today. I'm sure one of the geniuses in the chat will tell us what it is. Let's quickly look at it. Rose token, Rose USDT. Price today, so I'm about 2.5x up. Do I take my money and put the money elsewhere, or do I keep supporting this protocol? The one downside for me is that I haven't seen anything built on Rose. No one ever talks about any NFTs or anything built on Rose. But I mean, I got to trust that something's happening because there's lots of VC funding and stuff like that. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know. Let's do this together. Come on. Let's go. Community doesn't like Rose. So is Rose losing its petals? What? This is Fred. Fred's such a poet, baby. He's such a poet. Yeah. Exactly. I think it's a decent coin, but I don't think it's a winner. I don't think it's winners. You know the winners. Dump. Stop holding onto emotions and look at data. All right, next one is LooksRare. So here's my thing with LooksRare. LooksRare is a competitor to OpenSea, but they may have had some wash volume. And if you look at the volume of LooksRare to the volume of OpenSea, obviously OpenSea is way bigger. LooksRare is growing, decent protocol. It feels like it's slightly more decentralized or much more decentralized than OpenSea. Now, I have got some exposure. I paid a lot of money for the tokens. Obviously, I paid much higher than where we are today. And the big question is, what do you guys think? Do you think I add to the position here? Do you think LooksRare has got any chance of overtaking OpenSea as an NFT play? Do you think that their token release schedule is not too aggressive? I think it might be aggressive. What do you think? I mean, you got to have some exposure to NFTs and NFT marketplaces, and you can't buy OpenSea. Or do you just leave this trade alone? Do you just leave it alone and just say, you know what, this thing's never going to work. I'm not going to make it. Move on. You can't invest in OpenSea. So if you can't invest in OpenSea, then just get out. If in doubt, get the fuck out. Does anyone here actually use LooksRare? If you do, vote yes. See, this is the part. Yeah, dump. All right, dump it is. I think dump it is. Okay, here's another one which I like. So this is a very, very low cap coin. It's called JPEG'd. It's a lending protocol against your NFT. So basically, you put up your NFT as collateral, and then you can loan money against it. It's a Tetranode project. I got the hint from Tetranode. Was buying it very early. Obviously, the price has come down a lot, and thinking of buying more. Concept is unique, but it is a small protocol. So the question is it going to survive the bull market, the bear market? And then, are people actually going to borrow money against the NFTs? We've got to ask ourselves that question. What do you think? What should I do with my JPEG tokens? So what should I do with JPEG? Buy the fucking dip, dump, no one will ever take a loan against an NFT, or hodl, baby? I mean, these guys are ruthless, eh? These guys are fucking dump it, baby. All right, dump it is. I mean, if it's dump, it's dump. Sure. You guys are quite ruthless. I must say, I kind of like it. Yeah. All right. Guys, if you're going to tell me to sell it, tell me what to buy. Next one that we should talk about is Splinterlands. So, not really a big fan of NFT gaming because I think that NFT gaming level 1 or layer 1, which is what we've just seen, is the beginning. And the problem is that I think it's going to get better and better. And I think the games that were created as a V1, when V2 and V3 come out, are going to be shit. But then I look at Splinterlands, and Splinterland's got an unbelievable track record. So, if you look at the numbers, I mean, they've got 272,000 unique users with 11.5 million transactions in 7 days. So people are actually playing this game. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I've been an investor since the IDO. Should I sell it all now when it's down so much and just move the money to something else? Or hold it because this game actually has a chance? What do you think? Let me know. This one's actually more even, Stephen. Well, it was. Oh, this one is a bit more even. This one is a bit more even. All right, I think what we're going to do with this one is we're going to hodl it. I think we're going to hodl this one. I'm surprised at you guys. All right, next one. Algorand. So, look, like Algorand, there's lots of smart money behind Algorand. Love the technology around Algorand, but it's quite centralized. It's centralized around the Algorand company. And also, like, again, I haven't seen any amazing projects come out of Algorand, but I'm holding on to it because I kind of think that there's a need for layer ones, and maybe Algorand one day will actually land an amazing, bunch of dApps or something like that. Maybe it's just a more slow and steady approach. What do I do with my Algorand tokens? These guys are going to say sell it again because that's what they do. No, it looks like buy. Look, it's going to be buy because most people are saying buy or hodl. Not many people are saying sell it. I wonder why not many people are saying sell it. I think this is definitely one to hodl. Eh? All right, I'll hodl. If you say hodl, I'm hodling. You guys are literally helping me build my portfolio. All right, next one that we need to talk about is Injective. So Injective is one that I've been holding since the ICO. I've got a few more tokens left. Tell me what you think. Should I be holding it? Should I be dumping it? I don't know anyone that uses Injective, but I know the technology is like really, really, really good. Fred, what should I do with my Injective token? Solid project, buy the fucking dip, brother. Inject some sense into yourself and dump it. Mark Cuban back, hold it, baby. Yeah, lots of talk behind it. Yeah, okay, I'm selling it. All right, I'm selling. All right, here, now we're going to get to, no, sorry, I said sell. All right, now we got an interesting one, Avalanche. So I can't help but think that when I bought Avalanche, there was too much excitement around Avalanche last year. So when I bought it, what happened to our quiz? There we go. So I just feel like Avalanche was a lot of hype. They've just launched their subnets. The subnets are amazing because they increase the chain, the usage on the chain, but the tokenomics are shit because the Avalanche token doesn't go up because it's side chain. So you use it because you can pay gas fees using the AVAX token. Three Arrows Capital was a major buyer of Avalanche, and they were liquidated, which is why the price has come down. The one thing that kills me about Avalanche is not like Ethereum or Solana. When you think about Ethereum or Solana, there's great projects building on ETH, and there's amazing projects building on Solana, and they're different types of projects, but they're very smart people. Now, I haven't seen any unique projects being built on Avalanche. Avalanche, to me, is more like, what's the word? Like just copies of Ethereum. It's EVM compatible. It's like copies of Ethereum relieving the load of Ethereum. And then I keep asking myself, do we need a copy of Ethereum, or do we just use sidechains or things like Matic, Polygon, or Arbitrum or rollups or whatever else? And that's why I don't know if I should keep holding my Avalanche. Let me know what you think. See, people are saying too cheap to sell, but if everything's cheap right now, so I can switch it into something else. that everything's cheap now, guys. Everything is cheap now. So I'm just taking one. People are saying it's anti-AVAX. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to hodl this one, eh? Hodl or buy more. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to you guys. I'm gonna hodl. I'm not gonna buy more. I'm just gonna hodl. I'm gonna hodl. I'm gonna hodl. I'm not interested in buying more. All right, so next one is an interesting one. ApeCoin. Let's talk about ApeCoin for a second. I love the idea behind ApeCoin. It is, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Metaverse, could be the next Disney. They bought the punks. There's Yuga Labs behind it. It's the official currency. You just got to take a bet that one day these guys are going to do something. So I took a bet at about $5. I bought some ApeCoin at $5. I'm a little bit down. Do I dollar cost average and buy some more? Or do I say, look, you got enough. Just don't put a lot of money into ApeCoin because maybe this whole ApeCoin thing is just bullshit and maybe Yuga Labs aren't going to manage. They've got a $4 billion fully diluted market cap or whatever it is. That's too high. Forget about it. Let me know. What do you think? What should I do with my ApeCoin? And is it a Nazi company? I don't know. That's what we've got to look at. Overhyped. Dump that shit. Look at that. Look at that. The Apeverse will be bigger than your Facebook. Buy more, overhyped, buy, dump that shit, or hodl the cult coin of the year. I'm selling my ApeCoin, kids. I'm selling it. You guys have convinced me. Selling. Sell. All right, Coty. So here's the story with Coty. Coty, I bought when I launched on KuCoin. I paid about 5 cents for my Coty. Payments, they're not doing great on payments, but they are growing on payments. But they are the JEPG stablecoin provider for Cardano. I do love Shachaf, the founder. I think he's one of the smartest founders in the space. And I kind of want to back him as a person. Question is are there better uses for my money than putting it into Coty? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know. What's keeping me in this is the JEPG stablecoin on Solana. That's like on Cardano. I just think that there's got to be something there. The tastiest dip since hummus, baby, Fred says. Said it now, never look back. Hodl. I think I'm going to listen to the crowd here. And I'm going to hodl. So I'm going to hodl. All right, let's do one or two more. We don't have much more time. Let's do one or two more. In fact, I think that's it for today. I think we've done a lot. We've been here for 47 minutes. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, guys. That's how I'm going to build my portfolio. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Remember that if you want to join our team on the World Series of Trading with BYBIT, there's a link below. So you have to sign up with our referral link, and then you have to join our trading team. When I checked earlier, there were 414 people on our team. Now, how this works is very simple. It is the more people that join our group, the more chance we have of winning. And they take the 10 best traders, and they take their growth in their portfolio. So you got to trade with a minimum of $500. And if you take that $500 and turn it into $1,000, that's 100%. And if 10 of you get 100%, they add up the 100%. That's 1,000%, and then that's how they decide who the winners are. So the beauty here is in numbers. We got to be the biggest team. So use the link below, join the Sniper Squad. The prize money, if we win, is $1.8 million, and then we get another 20%, so another $360,000. But we're just going to take that money and just distribute it amongst the players in our team. We don't want the money. We just want to have fun with you guys. So join it, have fun with us. I'll see you guys again tomorrow or later. Sheldon said he's going live later. I'm not going to miss it. I'll see you guys later. Until then, have fun, trade well, and thank you so much, fam, for helping me with my portfolio. And I hope that you saw a lot of those tokens are probably in your portfolio, and now you've got more insight as to what to do in the portfolio. And I must say, I love the fact that we're doing more interactive shows where you guys are actually on the show with us. The show was actually, it wasn't my show. It was their show. They did the show. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you. Amazing. Jimmy, how's the trade going? What? Share your screen, bro.
No, I'd rather not, but it's going well, thank you.
Are you up or down?
I've taken profit.
How much did you make, honestly?
$33 so far.
You took profit at $33?
Yeah.
Not a bad trade.
Consistency.
Wspomnienia, w głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam. Powiedzie biały węgiel, tylko jedno w głowie mam.
Fred's gonna get us a copyright strike on YouTube. All right, fam. Love you, man. See you tomorrow. Until then, trade well. We got him good yesterday. We got him so good yesterday.
That's what you look like when you look at your leverage long go the wrong way.